I'm gonna wait. You good? All right, we are now calling this board meeting to order. And first, we will go ahead and start with roll call. Trustee Wong. Here. Trustee, I was gonna say the other ones, but then I was like, wait, I'll say Sarah Kirby Gonzalez.
Present.
And I too am present. All right, now going on to our public comments. And we do have a public comment. So I will be reading a disclaimer. At our regular board meeting held on February 9th, 2023, the board resolved that written public comments received by 3 p.m. on the day of the meeting will be provided to the board but not read into the record during the meeting. Members of the public may address the board on the topics of our board agenda during every meeting. In addition, during regular meetings, the public may also address any topic within the jurisdiction of the board. Please know the board is listening to your comments, but by law cannot meaningfully respond in this forum to items not on the agenda. The board may limit the total time for public input on any topic to 20 minutes unless it waives the item limit for an item. Individual speakers may be limited to 3 minutes to comment on any topic. The board respects the rights of members of the public to speak regarding matters within its jurisdiction. However, please recognize the comments regarding students other than the speaker's own children made during a public board meeting may be a violation of the student's right to privacy, and thus the speaker may be legally liable. If you reference a student's name other than your own student, you may be deemed out of order. Furthermore, it is important for the public to understand that negative or derogatory comments made against district employees or others, even those made in a public board meeting, may be actionable civil defamation. Although the board may not prohibit such comments, board policy allows the public to lodge complaints against district employees, providing more opportunity to be heard than is allowed under the open meeting law that governs this meeting. And on that note, Mario.
Yes, we have one public comment request from Danny Langford.
Good evening. It's been a hot minute. Had a few things going on. I just wanted to come before you all and congratulate those that have won. I'm really excited to see the new configuration of the board, and I hope that we will see 5 independent thinkers that are each voting with a conscience and not because everybody agreed to vote one way. Please don't do that anymore, please. We need independent thinkers. We need conscientious thinkers. And again, I'm just excited to see what this board will do, and congratulations to all.
Thank you. And now moving on to board governance. It's a big day. So D1, oath of office, Vanessa Castro, trustee area 2. The oath of office will be administered by Anthony Gatlin.
How about now?
I, Vanessa Castro,
I, Vanessa Castro,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
and Constitution of the State of California,
and Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
and
and that I will tell and faithfully discharge
and that I will
well and
faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
the duties upon which I am about to enter. This part.
Washington Unified Trustee Area 2, Governing Board Member.
You want to take a picture? Perfect. And then, once you are finished with your photo, you can work your way up to the diocese.
All right, look this way on 3. 1, 2, 3.
And now on to D2. Oath of Office, Jeanette Hunt, Trustee Area 3. The oath of office administered by Will Hunt.
I state your name.
I, Jeanette Hunt,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California.
and the Constitution of the State of California,
That I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
the duties which I am upon to enter. The duties upon which I am about to enter.
Washington Unified District Trustee, Area 3, Governing Board Member.
Washington Unified School District, Trustee, Area 3, Governing Board Member.
Want to see them.
Go ahead and take your photo. Yeah. And you can make your way to the diocese. And now for the oath of office,
It's a
Jackie Wong, Trustee, Area 4. The oath of office will be administered by Tony Wong and Bing Nguyen. Dr. Vu is unable to make it tonight, but we do have others in his stead.
Jackie Thu Hương Wong. I, Jackie Thu Hương Wong,
I, Jackie Tu Hung Wong,
do do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemy.
I, Jackie Tu Hung Wong, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America and California against all enemies,
Constitution of the State of California, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or proposal of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duty upon which I am about to enter.
Foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California. And I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. And I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter the Washington Unified School District Trustee Area for Governing.
You want to take your picture?
Okay. We're going to go over there.
Yes, yes. I know, it's okay. Now, before we move on to the remainder of this agenda, we would like to give you guys an opportunity to enjoy and celebrate your new trustees with a small little break. And you guys can take pictures and all the other photo ops that you have. And so we will reconvene in a little bit. How many minutes? Oh,
10 minutes.
I'll give 10 minutes. I was like, oh yeah, that's right, I am.
I'll ring the doorbell.
Oh, my husband has it.
Oh, I need it.
Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Long time. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Stand over here.
Just wanted to come and just so we support you 100%.
Johnny Boy was there to swear me in. He was late. And that's why Julius did it. Archie left. I like how he gets all Yes, because he hopes he's like, let's take that picture. Your photo now. Now he wants that. You all have been so very amazing. I'm glad you're able to take your photos. I need my trustees, my fellow trustees, to come back to the diocese. No worries, you got time. That's a proud mama moment.
Oh, let us know what you want from Vietnam.
I'm missing one. Oh, there you are, okay.
I'm with my mama. My mama comes here.
You, oh, that's all right. I am not mad. When mama wants something, I understand. Uh, All right, we are reconvening back for our small little recess. And on to D4, the annual organization of board officers. Dr. H?
Yes, thank you, President Coffey. We will be moving forward to ensure that we are following California Ed Code 35143, in which the governing board is required to set an annual organizational meeting, which we are doing at this time. And at the meeting, it is the time where we need to select board officers, electing a president and a clerk, and in Washington Unified, also including a vice president.
All right. So pursuant to Education Code Section 35022 and Board Bylaw 9100, organization, this evening, the board will elect a president from its members. The board will also elect a vice president and clerk. At this time, the board accepts nominations for the position of board president. A second may be made for the nomination, but is not required. Once all nominations are received, the board shall vote by roll call on each nomination in order it was received. The first candidate to receive 3 votes shall be elected board president. I now call for nominations of the position for board president.
I nominate Sarah Kirby Gonzalez.
I'll second that.
All right, so we are going to, Mario, anybody else? For anyone else? Okay, so we have a motion for Sarah Curry Gonzalez by trustee Wong, seconded by trustee Hunt. Oh my goodness. And now we're going to do a roll call vote. And I'm going to start with,
First, does she accept?
yeah, wait, do you accept? I was like, I
Thank you,
feel
I
like I'm missing something here.
Do we accept?
Thank you, I accept.
Okay, I was like, wait,
Thank you.
thank you, I appreciate that. And so, does it matter what order? No, huh? No. Okay. Let's go with trustee Vanessa Castro,
Yes.
trustee Wong,
Aye.
trustee Hunt,
Aye.
and I too say aye. I would assume you also say
Aye.
aye. All right, so all 5 votes for president, and as a result, I will go ahead and move myself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or she, yeah.
Or
Or she.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, so, left my glasses over there. At this time, the board accepts nominations for the position of board vice president. A second may be made for the nomination, but it's not required. Once all nominations are received, the board shall vote by roll call on each nomination in the order it was received. The first candidate to receive 3 votes shall be elected board vice president, and I will call for nominations for the position of board vice president now.
I'll nominate trustee Coffey.
Okay. Trustee Hunt has nominated trustee Coffey, and we do not need to have a second on that, but are there any other nominations? Okay, then do you accept that nomination?
I do.
Okay, then we will do a roll call vote. So we have trustee Castro,
Aye.
trustee Wong,
Aye.
I vote aye, trustee Coffey,
Aye.
and trustee Hunt.
Aye.
Okay, so we have Vice President Coffey. Okay. So now at this time, the board accepts nominations for the position of board clerk. A second may be made for the nomination, but it is not required. Once all nominations are received, the board shall vote by roll call on each nomination in the order it was received. The first candidate to receive 3 votes shall be elected board clerk. I will call for nominations for the position of board clerk.
I would like to nominate trustee Castro.
Okay, Vice President Coffey nominates trustee Castro. We do not need a second for this. Do you accept?
I accept.
Okay. Are there any other nominations? Okay, then we'll do a roll call vote. Trustee Hunt,
Aye.
Vice President Coffey,
Aye.
I too vote aye. Trustee Wong,
Aye.
and Trustee Castro.
Aye.
Okay, Trustee Castro is now the clerk. Okay. At this time, we are going to move into our board committees, and I believe that the full board has seen all of the committee updates. And usually with this, we're pretty open of what people want and try to give everybody positions that they're interested in. Think about maybe 3 positions each, and you'll see that we do have alternates. And this does get ratified, but I think we'll do it at the end. So we'll see as we go through all of the positions, and then we can ratify at the end. Yes? Oh, yes, here you go. Thank you. All right. And also, for those that do not know, Trustee Wong is our delegate and also our regional director for CSBA. And as such, as we look at this, we're grateful to have her representing us in the region on the statewide board. And so with that one, we do have her on the policy committee automatically, which I assume you'd like to stay on. So that is the
I
one.
have a choice. I think I wrote that.
I don't think you have a choice.
I think at the time, trustee Fazadi and I wrote that permanently.
So that is the only one right now that stands, but I will go through then starting at the Yolo County School Board Association, which I thought used to meet much more regularly.
Quarterly, yeah. I thought so too, but
We thought it met quarterly, but apparently it meets once. Would anyone like to do that role?
I would like to do that. And if not, I can do either an alternate or the officer.
Okay, okay. Any other thoughts on that?
I'm happy to be an alternate or primary, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Once a year. But
I know, I know.
I do think it's-
That doesn't seem right, does it? I'm hoping they change that. Okay, all right, I have you both down, but then let's go through and we'll see how it works out for right now. The City of West Sacramento 2x2, often we have had the school board president, but not always, as in the last year, so it is open for people who are interested in the City of West Sacramento 2x2 meeting.
Why are you shaking your head no?
I don't want to.
I'm willing to sit on that as a primary or an alternate.
Same for me.
Okay. Then I think I would stay on that, so we have one veteran person, and then we'll have the second board member and then an alternate. So let's see how it works out in terms of if it's trustee Hunt or Castro. Let's look through on the rest, but I have you both for that. Okay, the Yolo County 2x2 committee. This is with our county supervisors.
I'm okay with staying.
I'm okay with staying too, or if somebody
Okay.
else will. Yeah. But we need alternates.
I'll be an alternative if nobody else wants to.
Okay.
Or if they want to, they can.
All right, then we got that. I'll put you down as an alternate, Clerk Castro. All right, the curriculum committee, where we go through the district proposed curriculum before it comes to the school board.
I'm good with staying.
Okay,
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
One of my
I'm
favorites.
happy to be an alternate.
okay. And then I will stay on that one as well. Okay.
Patient full.
And keep you as an alternate. Sound good? Okay. All right. Then let's go to our Facilities Committee. And I think especially as we come through bonds and whatnot, it's really important to have one, we're very excited to have new trustees, but also one trustee who's been through the process on there. And so any thoughts on this one?
I'll
I
stay.
agree with, I'm happy to be the second or alternate.
Same.
Okay. All right. Coffee. Okay, keep going through. And I'll come back in terms of who's the alternate once we see how it shakes out at the end. Got that? All right, our Policy Committee, we have Trustee Wong. Would anyone like to join the Policy Committee?
I don't mind.
It's really fun.
I don't mind staying on it. It's fine. I enjoy policy, so I'm good.
Okay, and then I can say the alternate.
the road.
What?
We have a good time.
We do.
I'll go as an alternate. If nobody else, then I don't.
Go for it.
She's gonna go for it.
Okay, I'll put you down and then we'll talk about that in just a minute. Okay. Our Finance Subcommittee, this is where you often review what comes before the board here with the budget before it comes to the board.
I'd like to be on that, please.
Okay.
I would like to be on that also.
I'm happy to stay on as a veteran voice.
Okay. I think we'll do Hunt and Wong, and then Castro's an alternate, but let me see at the end with the others, how many we have for numbers. And then Handbook Committee, I think on practice, it looks pretty good. I looked at it the other day, but just to have a lens to update, I think on practice, it's good to put that just annually to look at and then come back before the board. So thoughts on this, which
I think it's in our bylaws to review annually, so.
I did look through the
Or
bylaws to
maybe
try
it's
to
like
find the
it's a
actual
handbook?
date of
Yeah.
it, and I couldn't find it.
There's no date. It just
But
says annual.
I think it would be good if it's done by the last meeting in
Yeah.
February. So who would like to do that?
And that makes sense, just also giving us time to have a governance
Yes.
study session, and maybe
Yes.
at that time we can take a look at it as
That's
well.
perfect. And I think the beginning of it, and for now it stands, has good pieces on onboarding our board members, because it talks about having some one-on-one time with the cabinet members and whatnot. So we'll still look at it and have this one, but we'll see if it updates. Okay, any thoughts on that committee?
I think with this, I was on it mainly because of the fact that I was new, and so I can give a new perspective. And so I'm okay with not being on it.
Okay. All right, any other thoughts?
You want to take it?
No, you go for it.
Okay, sure.
Okay, then I will stay on it. And will you still be the alternate?
I'll be an alternate.
Oh, you'll be, okay.
Oh,
all right.
unless Jackie wants to.
Oh, no.
Okay, she's really excited. Okay, then let's
No,
review.
I looked at the handbook several times.
All right.
Go ahead, Sarah.
Yeah, let's
ahead,
review
Sarah.
and see how it looks, because I want to make sure our numbers are okay. I'm going to start from the bottom and then go up. So governance handbook, I have myself and Hunt with Castro as the alternate. Finance subcommittee, I have trustee Wong with trustee Hunt and clerk Castro as the alternate. For the policy committee, I have trustee Wong and vice president Coffey with clerk Castro as the alternate. The facilities committee, I have vice president Coffey, trustee Wong, and then I have trustee Hunt as the alternate. 1, 2, I'm just trying to keep track of these. For the curriculum committee, I have myself and Vice President Coffey with trustee Wong as the alternate. For the 2x2, for the county 2x2, I have Vice President Coffey, trustee Wong on that with clerk Castro as the alternate. And then, let's see, Hunt, I'm just counting how many I have. Okay, so I'm going to put then on the City of West Sacramento 2x2, I'm going to say myself and clerk Castro with Hunt as the alternate. And then on the Yolo County School Boards Association, Do you think? Okay. Clerk Castro with trustee Wong as the alternate. Okay. All right, so now we can have a motion to approve if everyone agrees on that.
I'll motion to approve.
Okay.
And I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
I too vote aye. Okay.
Who was alternate on the handbook?
Oh. Alternate on the handbook was Castro. Because you did not look like you wanted to do that. Okay. And now I have the approval of the regularly scheduled board meeting calendar. Superintendent Hildreth?
Thank you, President Kirby Gonzalez. Yearly, the calendar for our board meetings is scheduled and announced so that people can make plans and know ahead of time. And so at our May meeting in 2024, the board requested approval for the remaining 2025 calendar year meeting be scheduled during this meeting. So the schedule will include meetings from July of 2025 through December of 2025. Historically, WUSD Board of Trustees has held regularly scheduled meetings on the second and fourth Thursdays of each month. And so for the remainder of the 2025 calendar year, staff proposes to continue this schedule where meetings will convene here at the West Sacramento City Hall Council Chambers. And then moving forward, the board will adopt its calendar of meetings every December for the following calendar year, transitioning away from alignment with the school year.
Are there any questions or concerns about this calendar? That you now get to plan all of your vacations and time around?
I only wanted to highlight that the December 2025 meeting is on a third Thursday, just to be aligned with the annual org meeting, so we won't have to reschedule like we did this year.
That does. Okay. All right, then can I get a motion to approve? Okay, moved by trustee
I'll
Wong.
second.
And seconded by Clerk Castro. All in favor?
Aye.
I too vote aye. Okay, and now we are, what are we doing? We are ending
Closed session.
this, or adjourning this meeting, and now, here we go. All right. I would like to open the regular Board of Education meeting for December 17th, 2024. My printing. Okay. Thank you, and we will do a roll call vote. Clerk Castro?
Present.
Trustee Wong?
Here.
I am here. Vice President Coffey?
Present.
And Trustee Hunt?
Here.
Okay. Announcements of items to be discussed in closed session. We have Government Code Section 48918, consideration of student discipline cases, numbers 2024-02, number 2024-03, number 2024-04, and number 2024-05. Item 2 is Government Code 54957.1, pending or potential litigation. We have item 3, Government Code 54956.8, property, 100 Waterfront Place, agency negotiator Monique Stowall, chief business officer, negotiating parties, Washington Unified School District, under negotiation, instructions to negotiate regarding the lease options to house the district office staff on a temporary basis. Item 4, Government Code Section 54957, Public Employee Discipline Dismissal Release. And item 5, Government Code Section 54957.6, Conference with labor negotiators, WSTA, CSEA, and management. Are there any public comments regarding closed session?
No public comments received?
Okay, then we are going to go into closed session, and if we will be out at 6:30, and our hope is that we will go back into closed session if we do not finish. All right, see you soon.
Dang, Chloe. Chloe, you were never late. Martha.